Not a bad day across the Northeast on this Thursday. High pressure is large and in charge, and that means it's going to be chilly, but hey, you get some sunshine, so maybe a jacket and the sunglasses today. A couple flurries in the northern mountains of New England, but overall, it's a decent day. In New York and Philly and Washington, D.C., there it is. Plenty of sun, temperatures in the 50s, 56 in the nation's capital. Boston, a few showers today, but overall, I would call it a relatively dry day. 45 degrees in Boston, but there's some big changes on the way. Our next storm moves into the Northeast early morning on Friday, bringing a little bit of everything along with it, but we are going to see some accumulating snow into Pennsylvania and New York yet again. Let's follow the storm here on Future Radar. Watch the clock tick just after midnight on Friday. We start with the rain in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, then we change over to that mushy wintry mix. If you have to commute early Friday morning in Pittsburgh, you can see this is about 6:30 or so. It's gonna be ugly if you have the ability to stay home. I suggest it, or maybe just save some extra time for your commute. No rushing out the door tomorrow morning. The band of snow moves further to the north and east across northern Pennsylvania and southern New York, even looking into Buffalo across I-90. Into the afternoon, the snow comes down towards Syracuse and Utica. Out to Albany in the late evening. This is about 9:45 p.m. If you had any plans of maybe being out late on a Friday, a late dinner, a drink, whatever it may be, heads up, the snow will still be coming down into Albany, into, let's say, Scranton and Wilkes-Barre, for example, in northeast PA. And as we look toward New York, we are starting to see that changeover late Friday night and very early Saturday morning as well, before the snow is out of our hair. Here we go, 3:30 a.m. Hopefully you are nice and snug in bed at this point before the storm leaves and drags the snow with it by about 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, let me show you what happens here in terms of the numbers. The heaviest accumulations in places like Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and then you look into the northern tier of PA. That's when the numbers really get good. 6 to 12 inches into that northern tier, the state line with New York. Again, Scranton, Williamsport, you're looking in that 3 to 6 range. Let's dig into your AccuWeather Wintercast. I want to take you not to the highest numbers, but to the biggest city, New York. You can see a coating to an inch in the city that never sleeps by the time we get to about noontime on Saturday. It's not a big storm, but at least it's something considering how lackluster winter has been. Then we go to the big numbers here. Bradford, Pennsylvania, 4 to 8 inches on your AccuWeather Wintercast between 10 a.m. on Friday and 7 a.m. on Saturday.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out these other videos here and be sure to subscribe for new content and the latest weather news from AccuWeather.